So moving along to question number 2, we're trying to find out what are the notes in a natural minor scale. How would we find that out? So there were 2 ways we could do that. So the first way would be using our key signatures as a guide, and the second way would be flatting certain notes of a major scale to make a natural minor scale. So let's take the first way. So let's say we wanted to find what E natural minor scale, what are those notes? Well, we could think about our key signatures. So like in the first example, or the first question, if we were from a major key, say for example G, we go down 3 half steps to find its minor key. So if we were in G major, we'd go down 1, 2, 3, and that would give us our relative minor E. So in this case, since we want to find the natural minor, you would count up, and it's the same idea. So if you want to know what the relative key signature is, the relative major key signature is, to make sure we're playing notes that have the same key signature, we go up. So E up 3 half steps. 1, 2, 3. We land on G. So that tells us that if we wanted to play an E natural minor scale, we'd use the same notes with the key signature of 1 sharp. And a relative major, or the major key signature with 1 sharp, is G. So basically, we'd start on E and play all the notes with an F sharp. So E natural minor would be right. So that's one way. You can just remember your key signatures as a guide. So if you wanted to start on a note, you go up 3 half steps, and then you landed on a G. And if you remember that in the key of G major you have 1 sharp, and that would be F sharp. So then an E natural minor, you would start on E, playing all those notes with 1 sharp. So the second way you can find out natural minor scales is by taking your major scale and lowering certain scale degrees. So in this case, a natural minor scale has a lowered third, a lowered sixth, and a lowered seventh. So let's write that down. So we flat the 3, we flat the 6, and we flat the 7. Right? And this is from a major key. So let's take another example. So let's say we wanted to find A natural minor. So if you remember our major scales, how many sharps does A major have? A major has 3 sharps, right? 3 sharps. So if you wanted to make an A natural minor scale, we're going to have to lower degrees 3, 6, and 7. So A major sounds like this. That's your A major scale. So now we want to lower certain scale degrees. So we have A major again, 1, 2. We want to lower the 3. So instead of the C sharp, we're going to have a C natural. Lower the 3. In the major scale, we have 6 and then 7 and then 1. So 6 would be here, 7 would be here, and then we have 1. So again, it'd be lower the third, it'd be here, 3, 4, 5, lower the 6, 7, and now 8. So basically that's this. And as you can see, just like in the first question example we did in the first part, relative major key signature, if we go up 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3, C major. So we have no sharps or flats. So same idea when we played all the white keys. no sharps or flats. But if we lowered the scale degrees from a major scale, so A major, sharp, 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 we're taking the 3, 6, and 7, we're lowering them, lower, lower, lower. Now we just have all white keys. Okay, so that is 2 ways to find a natural minor scale. You would use your key signature as a guide, and then you would play starting from the note you want and use that major key signature. So our example, we started on E. We're going to use the G major key signature, or 1 sharp, and those are the notes you would play. Also, same thing if we said we wanted to play A natural minor. What's our major key signature equivalent? To double check, we go up 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3. C major, so then it'd be no sharps or flats, but we start on A because we want to play a minor scale, A natural minor. Right? And then another way, just like I said, was lowering 3, 6, and 7. So in this case, it's A major. That's our regular major scale. And then now we just want to lower scale degrees. So lower the 3rd, lower the 6th, lower the 7th. 2 ways to get to the same result.